at least?
I don't even. Oh, hey, we're live.
Oh. But we need to go back. It's like, okay, so
hi everyone.
All right, so you're
Crafty boys.
Hi.
So last week we didn't do the show because I was really ill, and and so I might cough still, because coughing's awesome. We all have to cough, but in theory I should be better. But I am kinda just sort of coughing once in a while, and snorting and stuff. Snortling. That's what snortling means. That is a very detailed description. It's very scientific. Snortling. How's it going, boys?
Pretty good. How are you aside from the coughing? It's been a couple weeks.
Yes.
So how are you?
Oh my good Lord. See, there you go. Coughing. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. But, I'm sad that we're missing the Victoria Craft Beer thing happening on December 3rd, which sucks. So
why were you missing it?
Because I didn't get tickets for it, and then, life happens.
They're still selling.
Dave,
still go.
What are you doing?
I'm working. I can guarantee you I'm working.
Yeah, but you know what, Dave, you can jerk off guys anytime. I mean, why do you have to do it on December the 3rd?
Because the closer you get,
or you can do that here. It's a traveling kind of job.
Money you make. No, I've got my client already.
Right.
It's not
you have a loyal.
Moves easily.
You're right. All right, so the beer this week.
So what was who picked this beer? Alan, I think it was you.
I did.
That'll be Alan's fault.
I did, yes.
What is the beer?
My fault. The beer
I'm
is
holding my beer up.
From category 12, Excitation Cacao Nib Espresso Stout. This is a limited release. So don't wait too long to get it. It'll probably only be around for a couple of months. I would recommend picking it up if you're interested in it. It is.
I'm hitting my microphone arm.
It has 6.4%. It has an IBU of 30. And I am very interested to try this. I'm a big fan of category 12.
Oh my God! Look at the head. It's dark. It's not white. It's
that's either a really bad pour or a really good head.
No, I did a bad pour, but I did it a little bit on purpose because I noticed that the color of the head was even dark. It smells like chocolate.
Full on. Wow.
It does.
Espresso.
All right. Okay, let's taste.
This is good.
Careful, Shane. You don't want to have to wash your undies already.
I feel like an Ewok drinking the blood of dead stormtroopers. Wow.
So, Dave, were you able to find it? Because it's kind of a good thing that we didn't do it last week because Dave couldn't find it. So now he's got it. And now
this week, all I had to do was crawl up Satan's very ass, and it was right up there.
Pardon me, Satan. Okay, is it to the left? What kidney is it near? Don't make me laugh. I'll cough. Yeah, no, that was actually a good thing because I got the beer quite easily. Obviously, Alan had it. And then Dave is like on last Wednesday, he's like, yeah, I didn't get the beer. And I'm sitting here with like a fever of 101 going, I could do the show. I could do it. It would be fine. And then I heard, then you were like, yeah, I totally didn't get it. I'm like, I'm not doing the show. I can't. This is ridiculous. I'm dying. I should just go lie down. So I went back and laid on the couch instead. And yeah, so there you go. Dave, I'm glad we had that delay. So wow.
So this beer has been enhanced. This beer has been enhanced with cold pressed organic espresso and raw cacao nibs. Am I saying that right? Is it cacao?
Cacao. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it cacao? Or Excitation may just incite bonding in ways only previously imagined. Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, it's really good. Like I say,
like the label.
A limited release.
The label is actually quite sexy. Look at that. I mean, it's like a bunch of hipsters hanging out in like 1968. I mean, you know, they're like boogieing on, doing their thing.
Well, look at the record player. Did you see the record player? It's like one of those like little.
Oh wait, I stand corrected. It's 1978. What is it with hipsters anyway, man? Look at those hipsters. Like a lot of IKEA lighting. You know, the big balls.
I hate hipsters.
Hipsters should die.
Hipsters suck. Except hipsters like craft beer, and they keep the craft beer industry kind of going. So I like them.
That is true. We take it all back. We love hipsters. Hipsters are amazing. Die.
And we hope hipsters always have like beards. So does that make us hipsters? Because we have facial hair. And we do a lot of stuff like with social media.
I don't know. No, I'm not a hipster. I refuse.
No, the hipster beard is very particular cut, and neither of you has that cut, so you're safe.
No, that's true. I mean, I've got the au naturel.
It's got to be like big like Grizzly Adams thing going on.
Dude, if I could, I only have ever had, you know, I mean, this is usually as long as I trim it, but I mean, I broke my foot and I actually let it grow for like a good 2.5 months, 3 months. And it was kind of bushy. I was kind of impressed. I don't know if I'd get it sort of Grizzly Adams-esque, you know, because I'd have to like kill a dude and run off into the woods. You know, and I don't know if
it is a prerequisite. I mean, you can be arrested if you don't do that.
That's true. Hi, I'm Grizzly Adams. Did you kill a guy? No. Get out here. Get him. Tase at him. Don't tase me, bro. I have no idea if it even sounds like Dan Haggerty. I know it doesn't, but you know, that's what Grizzly.
I don't remember what he sounds like.
In my mind, that's what Grizzly Adams sound like. Hey, don't tase me, bro. Give me a hug, you old bear.
Sounds like Barney Fife.
Barney Fife. Oh my good Lord. I totally forgot what I was going to say, but never mind. Dan Haggerty, I knew didn't sound like, and I know it does not sound like that. The beer, wow, amazing. Too bad.
Really good.
Wow, it's amazing. Oh. And it really needs to be made all year long. But this probably, like, that's Grizzly Adams darkness right there. Look how dark that is. I mean, that's complete, you know, obscurity there.
One thing I went out to Category 12, their tasting room recently, and they have like a little window where you can see like all the vats and everything, brewing materials and stuff, and
brewing materials,
all the equipment and stuff. Well, it's not like, you know, you and I where we'd use a carboy at home, right? I mean, they got this huge
right
vat thing, and they had like several of them. So it's like, you know, they're working on little special beers like this all the time, right?
Now,
and once that vat is done,
are they all named, or are they sort of inventing or something? Like
I couldn't see. It's just a bunch of like silver, you know, like chrome looking for steel vats, and there's a word for it, and I'm not even thinking about it. Conical fermenters, and like a whole bunch of them. And I didn't see any names on them, probably because they don't want to give away what they've got coming. But
right,
the tasting room is really interesting. It's a really nice place, and it's kind of small, but it's neat. I think when we're all in Victoria, we should go to the Category 12 tasting room.
I'm down.
It's fun.
Whereabouts are they?
Well, let's do it. Huh?
Whereabouts are they?
Where are they? They're on Keating.
Yeah, they're on Keating Crossroad at I want to say, actually, I don't know.
Near Oldfield.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Pardon moi. So, okay, we like this beer. Have we done any other beers from them? I don't.
Yes.
Remember. What have we done?
One other. It was maybe a couple months ago, and we did.
You know what I
other
could
beers.
I could. Episode 68 of the Crafty Boys featured the Disruption Black IPA, which I think wasn't that your choice as well?
Yes. I'm actually becoming a big fan of Category 12. For years, Parallel 49 was my favorite brewery, and now Category 12 is maybe challenging them for that title. I seem to have something for breweries that put a number in their name. Parallel 49, Category 12. So if you want me to be like one of your top customers or something, put a number in your brewery. that seems to be the.
We are called the Brewery of Death 7. We've covered everything. The Brewery of Death number 7.
So we have done a beer from Category 12 before, and we really liked the Disruption that we did.
Yeah, we did like that one.
I've tried a few of their beers. Another one that's really good from them is the is their Waveform wit beer. Now I'm not big on wit beers, but Waveform is really, really, really good. I highly recommend, and it's available all year round.
Have we done a wit?
I believe we have.
I don't remember, but I think we have.
Waveform would be worth doing because it's really good.
Actually, maybe we haven't done a wit.
I recommend it.
We should fix that problem if we haven't actually done one.
Indeed.
We have some articles this week.
Yes.
What are they?
Well, I'd like to
tell me more.
I'd like to start off with one that's a bit of bad news. I don't want to be a downer, but this just happened today, actually. Spinnakers, which is an iconic brew pub in close to downtown Victoria in a heritage building, unfortunately caught fire today.
What did you do, Alan?
Suffered seems like quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, when you have firemen running up and down on your roof, that's never a good sign. And that's sort of right above the kitchen too.
Apparently, you could see flames shooting up into the sky, and smoke. So no injuries to anybody, and it looks like the building is salvageable. So it looks like Spinnakers is going to be out of commission for a little while. I don't know how long at this point, but just to give everybody a heads up that because Spinnakers is good too. I like them. They don't have a number in their title, so I mean they're not. Posh,
I'm totally surprised.
Pretty good. And actually they pump out a lot of beer here on the local market.
Yep. And their beer is good.
It's very good.
I have never complained about their beer.
No. Although remember there was that one beer that we had was the Rye Brett IPA. or the
Oh
Brett
God,
Rye
you're right.
IPA. No, and we liked it, but it's like whenever we opened up the bottle, it like exploded. It was like foam was going everywhere. It was all of us that it happened to.
It tried to kill
What
us.
happened. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that somebody opened up one of those rye Brett IPAs and started the fire.
That's the only explanation. I can't imagine of
I
any
think
other
so.
logical explanation. Like, there's just no way. I can see right away that
it couldn't
you
have been
start
the
to have.
fire in
We had this thing, and then it tried to kill us. It was not delicious. Hey, Dave, did yours explode? I think yours exploded too, right?
all of ours did.
Only a controlled explosion.
Okay. We could always look back
away.
at it and
Ours
see how
exploded,
deadly it
and
was.
then Dave kind of realized what was going on, and he
Yes,
he
that's
was able to
exactly
keep
right.
his under control. But I did the rest of the show with wet pants, and some of that was because of the beer.
Oh.
Alan, I think you had an article today.
No,
might have-
the
that might have
Spinnakers was
something
the
to
only
do-
one I had.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it was Dave then.
Probably.
That could be.
No.
Unfortunately, I don't know if there would be a digital version of this, quite honestly.
All right. Well, tell us
Possibly.
all about it.
What, Shane, you're super fast with this. Why don't you just have a look, see if you can find CV Collective magazine.
CV
CV Collective, yeah. Charlie Victor Collective.
Charlie Victor Collective Magazine, cvcollective.ca. Create,
Indeed.
play, explore, but don't talk to Dave because he's weird. Apparently it's a half moon according to their website. What am I looking at? Tell me more about this.
Are you looking at anything that says latest magazine or anything like that? I'm just wondering if we can get our hands on a digital version of this.
Read
story.
online.
There we
Get
go.
out there for October 30th. Is it more recent than that?
Oh, geez. This
Tell me specifically about what is it that I'm
From
looking for.
1963.
volume 7. So this is summer.
All right, volume 7.
It's the
Okay.
summer one.
Is there a title?
Let's see. They do
No,
theme
the
them.
story does not have a title.
Oh, the story
We're gonna make media
is
hard to find.
Happy to Grow.
Happy to Grow.
Yes.
Okay. Does it tell you who wrote it? Because I apparently can't search for anything. I can only look up the list of people who wrote stuff and contributed.
Oh, okay. It is Ross Bodenman.
Okay,
Ross
Ross
Bodenman.
Bodenman. And of course, they're not in alphabetical order, so bear with me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
Dave, let's talk about your penis.
That could be a
how
serious
small
problem.
is it?
We don't want to get the ladies too excited here, so I think we'd better just kind of pass that.
Hey, Dave,
And,
no ladies are watching.
Well,
I was going to say, we just lost our one viewer. Ross Bodenman. There we go. Found this contributor.
There we go.
He's a handsome fellow. Okay. Happy to Grow. Found it.
beautiful.
Now, what about
All right.
it?
Exactly. I was just about to ask the same question.
Well, it affects both you guys, I guess, too, because this is all about the valley, but also sort of the local BC and Canada scene as far as growing goes. And I just thought it was kind of cool. They're talking about basically, the need for more of it because of the huge scene that just seems to keep growing. So talks about a few farms in the valley, but also advocates folks getting their own, because apparently our climate here in BC is really suited. I didn't realize that, but it's really suited to the hop crop.
It is. We actually live in pretty much the best place to for growing hops, which maybe is why the craft beer scene is so strong here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
It actually is quite amazing. We actually are growing hops on the rooftop of our building. Not a lot of them.
Are you
like,
really?
Yeah, some hops that are like native to the because our building is right where Brewery Creek used to be. So Brewery Creek being a creek that used to be here, it's underground or dead or something. But Vancouver used to have this creek that had all these breweries on it. So they have since, of course, all the breweries are gone, but the hops that they actually imported, have grown wild around this area for a while. So we went across the street a while back, picked some out of the bush, and then actually, and also down the tracks a little ways, and planted some upstairs. Not that we don't have a bumper crop or anything, but it was a great experiment. I think hopefully will turn out next year. They grew this year. They didn't bud or sprout or whatever they had to do. So, but yeah, the vines did grow. They got a bit of bulk on them, and hopefully next year they'll come back. So
cool.
So I hope that is.
I wonder how many hops do you need for a batch?
Oh, probably way more than we would probably grow, but
even for homebrew.
But overall, holy cow, it wasn't a terrible, just sort of last moment kind of, hey, let's do this, and within a couple of weeks they started to grow, so it was kind of impressive actually. But it didn't. My point is that it didn't take a whole lot of effort to get it going. So whether it was successful as a starting of a crop of some sort, I doubt, but you never know. It might be worth trying. I actually have always thought about doing a crop of or starting to grow hops, but again, I'm not a farmer, so I don't know much about that business. Yes. But you never know.
I was thinking it might be kind of cool to get into that. Pretty solid money, I would think, at least at the moment.
It would be now. Would it still be in 10 years?
Probably not. But
well,
you never know, right? I mean,
well, how long has this been going now? When would you say that the scene really started to pick up steam? I would say it's at least 5 years.
Craft beer?
Yeah, at least 5 years.
Well,
right?
Yeah, probably at least 5 years. But I mean, craft beer has been going on since like the 80s, I would say. But it's really built up steam over, say, the last 10 years. But still, I mean, hoppy beers have been popular over, say, the last, say 7 years or so with IPAs. And I don't know that they're necessarily falling out of favor. And all beers are going to need hops. It's just, I think the hoppier beers was maybe a bit of a fad that's maybe falling out now. And that's what you would use the hops for, is for the really sort of those strong, hoppy, flavory kind of beers. And I think with sours and all that kind of stuff really sort of becoming popular now, I kind of wonder if there's going to be the need for locally grown hops that there is right now in, say, another 5 years. Maybe there will be. I don't know. It's still something I would like to try. My in-laws have a farm, and they use in their fields they just grow hay, and then they use the hay to feed their livestock. interesting to sort of like till a bit of the field and try growing some hops and see what happens.
Yeah, because hops grow, they're vine sort of plants, so they grow up, right? So, you could easily put up some inexpensive, trestle work or of some sort. And you never know. That's worth it. They have, how many acres have they got? Like a bazillion. So, you could easily hack off an acre to make a few bucks on the side, if you know what I mean.
I'll talk to my father-in-law. And then the next thing is we'll take a little parcel of land just to build like a little warehouse for the, for the brewing facilities and. One day, maybe. I'll work on
One day.
them.
You never know. It could happen. It could happen.
So Christmas is coming up.
When?
And well, it's usually on about December 25th. It changes from year to year, but I think this year it's going to be on December 25th. That's what my calendar says. But anyway,
I was hearing the 27th actually.
Were you? Okay. Well, they may be looking at a schedule change. I don't know.
Could be American Christmas,
but could be. So the Advent calendars.
Yes, I was actually thinking about that yesterday. And I think I'm going to have to. I have not gone to get mine yet, so I might do that actually tomorrow, because I don't want to miss it.
No.
And you got the one from, what was it called again?
Parallel 49. It's the.
I thought it had a name.
Holiday.
It was just called
Holiday 2016 or something. Interestingly, Phillips isn't doing one this year.
Oh, they aren't. Oh, I thought they were.
No, they're not doing the snow case.
Oh, that's too bad.
And the guy at the liquor store confirmed that the Parallel 49 Central City pack, it contains 24 special beers.
Wow.
So you won't find anything in it that's of their run-of-the-mill selection.
Wow.
Seasonal beers that you've tried before, but nothing from their regular run of stuff.
Well, we'll just have to take over.
So with Christmas coming up, what do you get the beer lover? Like if you're out shopping, let's say my wife is out shopping for me. She knows I'm a beer lover. What should she get me besides beer for Christmas?
Well, I'm out. I have no ideas now.
Besides the beer. How about a beer game?
Okay, tell me more.
All right, so I'm looking at an article that's in Forbes magazine, and they list games that you can purchase that involves drinking.
Okay, well, I have a really easy solution for this. Watch any movie, and if there's somebody acting within frame, drink beer. No? Is that too simple?
Well,
funny. It's funny you mention this because I did actually see this article earlier today, and it actually has some. The one I thought was my favorite, or could be my favorite, is Thinking and Drinking.
Yes.
It is a 312 cards that have questions on them, featuring the profile of, and this is where I kind of was like, the profile of a U.S. craft brewery. So basically information about, beer and stuff. So this would be high in my list. This is something I would pick for you. I'll tell your wife.
All right. That's fine. But now that I'm thinking about it, there's other games that are out there that are not specifically drinking games, but would go really well with drinking, like say Balderdash or Cards Against Humanity. Those ones are very good, sort of have fun, get drunk kind of games with a bunch of friends, Cards Against Humanity especially.
I could see that just going very badly once people are drunk enough.
Here you go. This is actually my favorite. So my favorite game so far, if you Google beer games or Christmas beer games, Pyramid. The supplies for the Pyramid game are people, beer, and a deck of cards. A pyramid of cards is constructed by placing a certain number of cards face down in a row, usually 7, but drinking levels might change that, as the base and building up until there is one card on the top of the pyramid. So there you go. That's probably one of the coolest games I can, just because I think it's called Pyramid. So, another one called Brain Damage. Undoubtedly the first and last game you'll play in an evening. The goal is to make sure people are doing nothing but giving blank stares to any questions asked. So
what?
That's the full instructions of that game.
Huh. Blank stares to any question given.
My assumption is that it. What did you say the percentage on this beer was?
Tongues again, Dave.
See, I haven't had any beer for like 2 weeks, so this is really.
Well, neither have I.
You haven't had any beer at all in between?
No. Nope. I was supposed to have beer last week, but then some people bailed.
Some people totally ruined it. Yeah, well. Yeah.
Only slackers get sick.
So, but I'm drinking that. It was good.
I'm
really
blaming
like it.
Dave
Hey,
for last week, so you know.
Tip of the hat to category 12.
I give it up to category
Really
12 for this beer because this beer is beer and it's yummy and very dark. And I got to say, the Peanut Gallery might miss out on this one this year or this week. Well, what other stuff? What other stuff has been going on? Like Christmas gift shopping for the beer lover. Is there something that all of us should be thinking about for what a beer lover should get? I mean, it is still technically November. But
in this day and age when people shop online, you need to give yourself a little bit more time.
This is true.
So,
here's okay. That gave me an idea. So I'm going to bring up my Amazon account here, and I'm going to search for beer. Let's see what comes up on Amazon's website for beer. Here we go. Perfect. The camping cooler accessory, the beer belt. The easy
Nice.
the easy drinker redneck beer and soda can holster belt. So basically it's a belt, it's kind of like a fanny pack, but it's got 6 beers in it. So for the beer lover in your family, a
Cans
beer
or bottles?
holster. Cans. Although, let's see. Does it say anything about... no, specifically cans. But there is one called the Bayou Portable Beer Belt Holster, drinking up to 6 water. Water? What? What's wrong with you? But the picture here features, of course, a beer holster on the front with 6 bottles in it. So there you go. Available... although this one might arrive after Christmas. Really, it's November, dudes. So there you go. I do recommend that anything that holsters beer to your hip, it's okay by me. Dave,
Yes.
if you were to get somebody a beer-related gift, what might you select?
Oh God, what would I select?
I can tell you right now, you can get a wool winter novelty cruise sock that says on it, if you can read this, beer me. The writing is on the bottom of the socks. You could also pick up a Big Mouth Inc. Make My Day shotgun beer tool. I don't know what this does. I haven't a clue. 3 tools in one shotgun, can, and bottle. Oh, it's a bottle opener. It's very difficult to determine how big this thing actually is. I was thinking maybe you put a can on the end but no, it's a shotgun beer can opener. A very convenient gift at a very cheap price. You can never go wrong with $1.99. Beerology. Everything you need to know or enjoy beer with even more information.
Wow. I do see there's also a periodic table of beer.
Periodic table of beer style. Ooh, now that's actually very cool. Pale, Saison, Fruit, Belgian, German, American Light.
That's about it.
That could
Well,
be handy. Most definitely.
that is actually quite handy. Beer labels. Of course, and here you go. The classic beer guzzler helmet, which I would kill to watch Dave walk around somewhere with that hat on. I'm just saying.
I'll do it for $50.
How about just the hat and free beer? Just saying.
So here's an interesting product that's on the Amazon website. If you go to page 2, it gives you a product. It's called the Bachmann 44-520 metal beer kegs times 10.
I want one.
It's $8.22. And it says in the note, this item is not a toy and is intended for modeling use. The scale is 1 to 76. So it's a mini beer keg. You get 10 of them for $8.22. What would be the purpose? Like, why would you want it?
Well, it's sold by a company called Railways of the World. So do the math.
And there's no customer reviews.
I can't imagine they've sold any. I have no idea what exactly this. Okay. Metal beer keg times 10. Be the first to review this item. All right. I'm going to review this item.
This item sucks.
All right. Dear beer item seller, this beer keg item is fabulous. It did the job. I am drunk. The beer is in my tummy. I don't know why, but my mother and my father are terrible people. Did you know that blue is a child color? The graphic work on my face is astounding. I believe in the word of the Lord Vader. See, there you go. Perfect review for that product. Makes no sense whatsoever, but makes about as much sense as the description of this beer.
It's the product itself.
I don't even know what this is. What is this thing? Anyway, who cares? Of course, now I'm back on the front page of Amazon, ready to search for more beer-related things. However, my recently related items to the ones I've viewed, of course, I now have beer holsters of all shades. And this crappy bloody what the hell product is this? Having a clue. Metal beer keg.
Okay. Here's a good one. Beer steins. You can actually get nerd style beer steins of Darth Vader and R2-D2 and Boba
Really?
Fett.
I want to know more.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Beer Star Wars.
Oh, here's a T-shirt. It's a Dark Side of the Moon with the prism with the light shining through and it turns into a rainbow.
Yeah.
So there's a black
want
T-shirt and you can get that, but instead of a prism, it's a beer glass, and it says "Wish you were beer." Instead of "Wish you were beer," it's a play on words.
I gotta say, my favorite thing searching for Star Wars and beer,
Yeah,
is somebody actually wrote a commentary on Star Wars and Smokey and the Bandit, where the surprising similarities and the reasons for their popularity are solved. Are Han Solo and the Bandit essentially the same character? Is Star Wars really a trucking movie? What genre does Star Wars fit into? How did the events of 1970s special effects movies what?
Okay. I'm gonna address this very briefly because I think we're going a little bit long here. But
sorry. But let me just give you the title. Han Solo was a truck driver. That's the title of the book.
He is. Star Wars is not science fiction. It never was. It was never intended to be. It is like a cowboys and Indians kind of thing. Just takes place between
What?
and the rebels in space.
What crack did
But
you
there's no science fiction.
buddy?
Just because it takes place in space doesn't mean that it's science fiction. Okay? It's a thing of good against evil. There is no exploration. There is no discovery or anything like that. It's just good versus evil, and it happens to take place in space. But it's exactly the same as, the adventure serials that would happen, that you would watch on Saturday mornings.
Okay, so Alan is officially on crack.
No,
okay, wait a minute. All I gotta say is that up on my wall here behind my computer is, of course, my Star Wars calendar.
Sure.
Featuring,
Which
a
is
dude
almost
that
over.
we all know.
Have you got your replacement?
I need to buy tickets. What am I doing? Why am I doing a podcast when I should be buying tickets to Star Wars, the film coming out in like a month now? Who are you people? Why am I talking to you anyway?
Not science fiction.
Star
Trek is science fiction.
Not. Wow.
It is. Show me one example of how it's science fiction. How have they challenged our understanding of science at all? You can't.
Hang on. Let me get some popcorn.
Give me a minute.
They haven't at all. It's the same kind of good versus evil story that you would find in any kind
Smokey
of
and the Bandit.
Okay. If you want to use that argument, then there are only about 7
Darth Vader may as well have been driving in a patrol car and going, "You some bitch." No, the Emperor was Smokey, and the son, the guy was like, "Daddy, he's getting away." That was Darth Vader.
Wow. Wow. And the crack
He's
just
getting away, Daddy. What are we gonna
Holy.
do, Daddy?
Okay.
This is gonna go viral.
You know what they need to do? They need to have like a shot for shot remake of Smokey and the Bandit with the opening is like some, car driving off really fast down a highway, and then like over top is like a police car in the middle of a jump, as it's coming over a hill or
No,
something.
no, that's got to be Smokey. Sorry, the
with a
Bandit.
couple
That's the
guys
Bandit.
shooting out. Is that the Bandit? Oh, okay, all right.
It's the
Then
Bandit.
coming
The
up,
Bandit
guns blazing.
Goes over top of the camera.
But I'm going to tell you guys, Smokey and the Bandit and Star Wars have things in common with other
They're the
popular
same movie, man.
including Pirates of the Caribbean and there was another one. It was on the tip of my tongue, and now I've lost it. Thank you so much, Dave. But anyway,
My pleasure.
What you got?
We aim to please.
Let's compare it with Pirates of the Caribbean, the Star Wars with Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, Harry Potter was the other one, where you've got like a main character in Star Wars is Luke Skywalker, who's maybe a bit naive. He's like a fish out of water kind of thing. Let's compare it to Harry Potter. Well, that's Harry Potter. Harry Potter is Luke Skywalker, and then you've got the damsel in distress. The girl that tags along in Star Wars is Princess Leia. That's Hermione, and then you've got like the stop.
Girl that tags along.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, no, not tags along, but she's there. She's eye candy or whatever.
What?
That's Hermione.
Oh my God.
And then
Sir Cracks a lot. I'm gonna stop you right there.
And then
is just the biggest guy I've ever heard.
The guy who ends up getting the girl is Han Solo in Star Wars. In Harry Potter was the redhead kid.
Was Ron
Weasley. Ron Weasley. Okay, and then say like in Pirates of the Caribbean, you had those two pirates, the one that was short and fat, and then the one that was tall, who could remove his eye out and do all kinds of stuff. That was R2-D2 and C-3PO. Pirates of the Caribbean, they have the same sort of dichotomy with it. Like the Luke Skywalker character, the Han Solo character, which was the Jack Sparrow character, and they've got the woman that sort of is in between them. They all follow the same pattern. It's the same story, just with different characters and in a different setting. That's all it is. It's the same story. Harry Potter, Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, and now that you mention it, maybe to some degree, Smokey and the Bandit.
I can't say nothing about Smokey. It's been too long.
I guarantee you, if you make an original movie that has that sort of thing going on, where you've got like a main male character, fish out of water, another male character who's experienced with a woman in between them, and two comic relief characters fighting a common evil, it's going to be a success. Boom. Suck on that one.
Do it. Do it. Do the story. Let's see it.
Shane's being kind of silent.
I'm actually enjoying you guys just justifying this. I mean, it's like two polar opposite discussions going on about the same thing, which is hilarious. So on that note,
kind of long.
On that note, let's call it there. We've enjoyed this beer, the Category 12 Excitation Cacao Espresso Stout thing. We love it. Have it. Get it now because it's only around for a little while. What? I'm sorry.
You actually heard
only
that. You're listening.
Eat a bag of dicks. So, Professionalism all the way. So thank you so much for watching. Come back next week. We'll be far more informative, but you'll always know you learned it here first. The Smokey and the Bandit and pretty much everything else is Star Wars. Star Trek is really where it's at for science fiction. I can't recover from that. Good night, everyone.